Well, I came over from the UK and played over here in the college system. I went to Furman University, and it was quite possibly the best experience in my playing career. I'd played around for some clubs in England, never really enjoyed the level. I wanted more, I wanted to be challenged more. And when I arrived in the States, I thought the college environment was tremendously professional, very well organized. The level of coaching, the level of competition, the facilities that we had as student athletes was excellent. I was fortunate we had a very strong team when I was at Furman. We made it to the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament, going very close to pushing to the Final Four. But such a tremendous experience. It was that time that made me think I want to stay involved at the university level. And I had no doubts in my mind way before I graduated. I knew I wanted to coach. I was very fortunate and enjoyed my time tremendously at Coker College. We really built a team from the ground up there too. When I arrived, I wanted to introduce a brand new structure, a brand new organization, and the players responded, extremely well. So I was very excited and pleased about that, being my first team. It was definitely a challenge that I wanted and that excited me. A lot of my coaching colleagues had said, wow, what a fantastic opportunity. You get to build a team exactly how you want it. You don't inherit any bad habits. So that was certainly exciting, and I've enjoyed that aspect of building the program here at UTRGV. There are also complications that come with that. There are obstacles. You don't have a ready-made source of leadership or senior players who obviously can guide a team from within, so you really have to build an identity from scratch. The most important thing to me was identifying players that had the right character to build a program from scratch. They needed to be players with maturity, players with leadership to want to help be a part of that building process. The Division I game it's bigger, faster, stronger, and I had been outside of that for a few years, so it was good to get back into the mix and train on a daily basis with some higher level players. We ended up playing in our first year the conference tournament champions from the prior. I think they were number 1 seed. They won the regular season tournament, which was UNLV, and we actually went and played them away at their place, and we came away with a 1-0 win. Tremendous game in the sense that for all 90 minutes, our players worked tremendously hard. We had a game plan that needed to be played through to the letter, and the boys did it tremendously well, and we came away with a victory. We played UNLV again this year at home, and we managed to win a very competitive game. 2-1, we scored with, I think only 6 seconds remaining in the game. We've played, some of the top teams who have finished in first place, who have gone on to win the conference tournament, and they've all been, I think, probably some of our best performances. So it's good that we raise the level of our play when we play, supposedly the number 1 seed in the conference or the conference champions from past years. What we need to do is make sure we maintain a consistency throughout the entire conference season. You think that when you become a coach, that you'll be spending all your time on the field working with players, and it's not the case. It's a program that we run here, the men's soccer program. There's an organization. There are so many things behind the scenes that need to be set up in order to allow you to coach that team. For example, you've got to spend a lot of time on the road recruiting players. You've got to spend a lot of time organizing their academics and the support group that they have on campus. Besides just the soccer, they are student athletes. There's a lot of time spent in managing the facilities, managing the schedules. So a lot of time is spent here in the office that I didn't quite think originally when I first started coaching that would be. So as long as you can manage that together, I'm fortunate that I have a very good staff, 2 very good assistant coaches, Donovan and Lee, that work for me here that help tremendously.
It's been a really good experience working with Coach Leese. I've been here with him since the beginning. Back in January of 2015, I came over about 6 months before the start of the program, and it's interesting, me and him didn't really know each other that well prior to him hiring me. So that's something that is rare at times, to hire an assistant that you haven't really known well beforehand. I think we've grown our relationship where we've built a lot of trust with one another. We're able to bounce ideas off each other. I think we see the game very similar, but at the same time we also balance each other well.
Coach Leese does a lot of things that a lot of coaches don't do. He's building a culture from the foundations up, which is difficult to do, especially in my first year here. We made the conference tournament, and that's obviously down to the staff and the players, but it's building that culture from, like I said, from the ground up, whether it's in the classroom, on the field, and obviously in the community as well.
Since my arrival here, we've now, within the space of 2 years, we've started a Division I men's soccer program. Here in the Valley, we've now added a USL professional team. The USL team have introduced their own academy as well. So the level of soccer is growing so quickly.
He wants his players and he wants his staff comfortable, and he wants them feeling confident on the field with the staff. He wants us confident enough to step in and make coaching points or give our ideas. He's very open, and he listens to them and makes everybody feel very important. So that's something I value and I respect a lot working with him.
One of the reasons why I came down here with Coach Dowling and Coach Leese is we have the same kind of philosophy in the way we play. The biggest thing I think I would take away from working with Coach Leese is he lets the players do a lot of thinking, which I think for soccer is huge. They really work on not just developing as soccer players, but as young men as well. So that's something that I really appreciate and will take moving forwards.
The last 3 years have gone by very quickly. I'm very pleased about the quick growth that we've made. We made it to the conference tournament last year, and many good teams in the Western Athletic Conference did not make the tournament. I want all of our local coaches and our local players to come and see us and watch our games on a regular basis so they get a better understanding of the level of play, of what's required to be successful at the Division I level. So the environment that we have here at UTRGV is first class for anyone looking to come and not only get a tremendous educational experience within the UT system, but also enjoy playing Division I athletics in a very professional organization with head coaches that are passionate about their sports and care deeply about their student athletes. Then, come on down to the Valley and enjoy playing at the highest level possible.